upstanding for the new Mrs. and Mrs. Mason Thomas.
I'd like to thank all of you for helping us to celebrate Carly and Pamela's wedding. And that's all I'm going to say is please enjoy yourself for the rest of the day. Thank you. Next man, Jane Harrison.
First of all, I would like to thank you all for coming today to celebrate Carly and Hannah's wedding day. I'm happy to agree with say how beautiful they both look today. I must also mention how lovely the bridesmaids, flower girls and maids for sung as well. I can't offer any words of wisdom on marriage, me not being married or even wanting to be married. So I went up looking for happily married couples that could offer me some advice. I would like to take this opportunity to or Thomas, Dave and myself, Paula and Hannah and Anna, into our family. She's very welcome and so are her parents. I would like to say congratulations to Carly and thank you for asking me to be involved in one of the most important days of their life. Carly is not only my auntie, but also my friend, my personal simple comfort. And my BFF. I would like to wish Carly and Hannah many happy years together. I look forward to plenty of Snapchat, Facebook and Instagram times. And finally, could I now ask you to raise your glasses and join me in a toast for the
My wife, Sandra, and I would like to begin by welcoming you all and thanking you for coming to this very special occasion to celebrate the marriage of our daughter Hannah to Carly. We would also like to thank everyone who's helped in the lead-up. I helped make the sign as you came in. And a big thank you for all the generous gifts and cards. And a special thank you to those who have made long journeys to be here with us today, like the jet set. The first time I saw Anna in a wedding dress was this morning, and that took me back to her younger days, where she would adorn flowing Disney party dresses. She looked beautiful then, and I'm sure you'll agree she still does now. It also made me think about my mother, a seamstress who made wedding dresses years ago. She would have been delighted to be here today. Sadly, she and others have long passed. She simply couldn't, some simply couldn't make it today, whether it be through ill health or other commitments, and therefore I would like you all to be upstanding and raise your glasses to absent family and friends. Absent family and friends. There is another beautiful person here today, of course, Carly. Sandra. Sandra and I would like to formally invite Carly to her family. I know she's from a kind and loving family. Characteristics which I know she has too. And I'd like to thank Stephen and Mai for doing such a great job in bringing her up. I'm going to have difficulties here, really, because we already have a Harley and a Tali, and now we've got a Carly. And I'm already having problems after a couple of drinks. We realise Carly is very special to Hannah, and I've heard Hannah refer to her as her soulmate, and I'm sure she is. I'm sure you'll have a great life together and be very happy. and that is something that will make us happy too. Now there's one bunch of girls here today that need a mention, and that's the bridesmaids. Don't they look lovely? I don't know how they're going to look tomorrow morning. But now I'm sure you'll agree they look stunning, and therefore I would like you to be upstanding and raise your glasses to the beautiful bridesmaids. Okay, we've heard from Jake. Thank you, Jake. Well done, boy. And there's another important chap here today that's been best man, keeper of the rings. Yes, we've been watching you, Jay. Trying to make sense of the wedding protocol, rules and regulations, fumbling around with rings and boxes, and the occasional worried look in your face, but I think you've managed to pull it through. So I think you deserve a big thank you. And a toast. So let's be upstanding once again to raise your glasses to the best man. Now then, I'd like to tell you, I'm not going to go on too long because we're running out of time, so I'm going to tell you a little story. Something that Hannah and Carly discussed one evening. They were drunk, and I don't think they really meant to say this, but they confided in this little story. When they first met, they went for a picnic. Okay. They went for a picnic, and they jumped in the car and they went down to the Gower. They went down to Horton. And it was a beautiful day, and the beach was relatively calm and quiet, no one there, you know. And they climbed up to the top of one of the sand dunes, the biggest sand dune there. It's a perfect location because there's a bunch of bushes all around. Nobody could see them, right? So Hannah said to Carly, said, "Come on, let's go skinny dipping." The tide was in, so they could get down there, you know. So, no way. Come on. So anyway, they decided to run down, strip off, run down into the water, had a splash around for about half an hour or so, and then they saw someone come along the beach, so they thought, "Oh, come on, let's run back up." So they ran back up to the little circle of bushes, safe, nobody could see them. And as they were watching, they got up on their knees and they peeped over the bushes, and they could see this guy getting closer, right? And then they noticed he was in a uniform. And then Carly said, "Hang on." And they noticed he had a flat hat, and he had a stick. And he stopped. When he came real close, he stopped walking, right? And he put the stick under his arm and he said, "Camouflage squadron dismissed." And all the bushes walked away. And you don't remember telling me that, do you? And finally, I would like to propose a toast to the happy couple. I know everyone here will want to join me in raising your glasses to toast a very long, healthy and happy future together. Ladies and gentlemen, please be upstanding and raise your glasses to the happy couple, Hannah and Carly.
Hello everyone, I'm Jay. Thank you everyone for coming. You all look beautiful. You especially, Mother Mason. Like, everyone scrubbed up really well. What a wonderful venue. Thank you, Nia. All the stress these past few weeks have been worth it, as Hannah and Carly have been planning everything to the finest detail. Thank you everyone again who's been involved in making this all come together. Now it's time, I think, for the final speech. Hannah's been asking me for weeks how it's all been going, and she knows this week that I've been absolutely bricking it. We all went for a meal last night, and I was pale as a sheet, more nervous than the bride. You see, the last time I did any public speaking was at our schools at Stedford, and that scarred me for life. Literally, still gives me the shivers when I try to remember any of those repressed memories. So it looks like I'm going to be signing up for another therapist after today. Took me several hours to write the speech, Googling the right ways to come at it. 4 hours of cat videos later. You should really watch those cat videos Though the cat's getting scared by cucumbers. So funny. Anyway, 4 hours later, I decided to write down a few words. Hannah and I have been friends since school. She knows too much about me to say no to doing a speech. Hannah was a transfer student from Glenavon to St. Joseph's. I was asked to look after this strawberry blonde emo girl. Little did I know that we'd become best friends for so long that I remember when Amy, her little sister, was just a little baby. I still can't get over how Amy and James have grown up. It seems mental. It only seems like at least 10 years ago in Hannah's house, after a night out on Wine Street, that we made a pact that if by 30, if we were still single, we would get married to each other. I mean, why not? Romantically, it would be a bit flat. Hannah, surprise, surprise. And it turns out later, I like guys. But she's my best friend. I was especially keen on this deal because it solved a major problem for me, and especially my mother, but why I didn't have a girlfriend. And Hannah's a catch. She might have had her wilder moments, usually after a few glasses of rosé, but I wouldn't have Hannah any other way. Whether we're seeing each other 24/7, like those days when we worked at the chocolate factory, yes, we did have a few free nibbles, catching up those fleeting moments on birthdays and Christmas, it was always a laugh to see Hannah. Hannah's that kind of girl that you can either stay up all night talking about anything and everything, or you can sit next to her, say nothing, and feel like you've had the best, most intense conversation. We've had so many cherished moments, and it's through Hannah that I see every stressful disaster as something that's been extremely funny in a few years' time. Like when Hannah helped me move into my flat in Cardiff, and then having to call the builder only a few hours later because we locked our keys into my flat. Or like that time that we got lost in London, and taxis were refusing to pick us up, so we had to walk, soaked in the rain, looking like drowned rats. We didn't know where we were going. This was before sat-navs on phones were a thing. No Uber. It was 4 a.m, sopping wet and cold, trying to avoid strangers that might have robbed us or tried to kill us. Or like that other time in Newcastle, where somehow we reenacted the film The Hangover. The exact details, I'm afraid, cannot be shared. But some of you know about the search to the local hospitals, police for missing persons, the alien trip for broken arms, lost phone, and a situation with socks in an unidentified encounter. Wait, hang on. Hannah might have been sober in that last one. Ignore the last one. The point is, Hannah's always been there for us. And there's no better person to see us through that than Hannah. No matter what state, no matter what location, Hannah has the knack for always somehow getting home after a night out. She might have lost a camera or a phone. Back in those days, we bought separate ones. But like a magic homing pigeon, she'll be safe at home. Looking back, I feel absolutely the luckiest guy to have known Hannah through all these years, and I'm sure a lot of you will feel the same. She's always so optimistic, putting others first, making sure everyone's all right. Just outright really thoughtful and considerate person. And it's through Hannah that I've made Bessies and Lucy, Nicola, Greg, as well as Hannah's amazing family. Gosh, Sandra, Linva, Paul, Nana Shirley, just so lovely. As well as Hannah's amazing friends and family, she's probably also known for her love of cats. And if she weren't getting married today, her options were wide open to be our friendly neighbourhood cat lady. Her cats are the most pampered pets, with literally the entire stock of pets at home stuff inside her flat. They've even got Nicola staying over this weekend whilst they're on their mini-moon, with an exact itinerary of food and timings and which food packets they have to have each. Hannah's also known for her love of photos. She was doing selfies before selfies were a thing, and I'm pretty sure Hannah's the unofficial inventor of the selfie stick. A weird thing you'll notice is if you go through her photos, everyone else looks different except Hannah, who somehow hasn't aged in 10 years. And I'm here to reveal she has an excellent surgeon that keeps us looking so youthful and beautiful. And if anyone wants their card, please see me after this speech. This is almost it now. As a best friend, one of your roles is to vet your bestie's other half. Carly was one of those where you scrunch up your face and go, this one's a keeper. Just last year, after Hannah's 30th, Carly was professing to Nicola, Lucy, Libor and I, in secret, about how much she absolutely loved Hannah with every part of her being. You know, you could just feel the pureness of how much Carly would just do anything to spend the rest of her life with Hannah. And Carly ticks every box. She's gorgeous, she's wonderful, a selfless spirit who's just perfect for Hannah in every way. Both of these girls are girls that you know will always be there for you, and you know that they'll always be there for each other. They are two best friends that absolutely love each other and put each other first. And today, they got to show everyone that love and married each other. As a best friend to Hannah, it made me and our group of friends feel so proud and so happy to know that she's got someone as equally as awesome as a person that she deserves. In the first few years that I met Hannah, I thought that it was odd that she had so many best friends. I always thought best friends meant there was just one on top. But Hannah is that type of character. But Hannah is that type of character that draws good people towards her. I mean, come on, Lucy, Nicola, me, and now Carly. When you marry someone, you'd really hope it's a best friend. Someone who, despite everything, will stick by you. Someone who will tell you someone who, despite everything, will stick by you. Someone who will tell you what you need to hear, not just what you want to hear. Someone who lifts you to be a better person. Someone who can laugh with you in your darkest days. Someone that you can share with all sorts of memories, the good and the bad. Someone who isn't just there for the good times. Someone that knows, despite your flaws, your lumps, your bumps, your mood swings and whatnot, will accept you for everything that you are. Someone who will accept you for all your crazy cat lady ways and your gluten intolerance. Someone who without hesitation will give you the last Rolo. Hannah and Carly are exactly that. A pair full of unconditional love. True love without limits, without anything to hide. A love that grows, a love that takes on challenges, and a love without judgment, a love no matter what. Hannah and Carly are the loves of each other's lives, and today marks the official start as the new Mrs. Mason Thomas and the House of Cats. So, ladies and gentlemen, it gives me immense pleasure to invite you all one more time to raise a glass to toast Hannah and Carly. We wish them a bright future, a long and happy marriage, as well as many, 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 many more cats.
Hello? Yeah. Is it working, Jay? James, is it working? Can you... Are you sure? Pen. Apple. Thank you boys for doing your speech. I don't think you know how much you mean speech. Top man. Thank you very much, Jay. I think I might now start crying. No, seriously, thank you all for coming. It is. Thank you all for coming. It means the absolute pleasure for me and Hannah, for you all to be here. Like, seriously. Yeah. All that. And now I want to thank my bridesmaids. Bridesmaid. Uno. And my little men. Where's my other woman?
Not you. My teddy bear. And girls, thank you for today. Thank you for getting her here. Same. No, I think it was our job getting you lot here. Thank you all for coming. Has it gone? No. Thank you very much for letting me marry your daughter. I think I've done you a job. Taking her off your bloody hands. And now,
Just go for it.
anyway, I'd like to thank these two. This one in particular, for a Sunday afternoon after football. Make me sit there, watch the football game after it. Dave, you know the score, didn't you? On the bloody football pitch, filming it. Me and Sam could kill him. I could still kill him right now. But anyway, who knows? You can't change someone, can you? And I'd like to thank my mother. I'd be still doing my uni work. I'd still be writing it, rewriting it and rewriting it, but it still wouldn't bloody make sense, would it? But, you know, thank you very much for everything you've done for me. And now, the other lady. Now we're gone.
A picture.
Penises.
Thank you very much for everything. All right. Thank you for showing me that it's okay to be who I am. No matter what. It's okay. Thank you for driving and bloody miles, singing a song, karaoke without all bloody music. And if you weren't for that lady, we wouldn't be able to be who we are where you are. You are to my brain. Carry on. not everything's run to plan over the last few days anyway. But if it wasn't for everybody in this room right now, everybody coming together and making this wedding exactly what we ever wanted it to be, well, I don't know. Carly looks absolutely beautiful today. And I'm usually the one to wear the dresses, but I think Carly outshone by miles today.
Get your tits up, oh my god.
Annie, where are you?
She missed that.
So thank you everybody for their speeches. Oh my god, last night we didn't like it. It's not quite so much. But also, my brother got married 5 weeks ago. They decided to spontaneously elope and leave everyone last minute and all get married. So here's a toast to Paul and Kelly. And thank you everybody for coming. So, give it a round.
Trying to get to you. In hopes you're on the other side, talking to me too.